I've searched and tried several tactical backpacks out there, and some, as you know, got a review. However, I was skeptical on getting one that stood out to me, and yet I felt gravitated towards it. The Tactix 1 Day Plus Tactical Backpack. Will this be the backpack I've been searching for? Well, maintain your focus because we are about to find out. Hey, what's going on, Motivator? I hope you're doing well. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Gabe, and this channel is all about optimizing human performance and potential. As some of you already know, I recently concluded my 12-week fat loss transformation, and part of my success was from including cardio exercises such as rucking. You see, I recently had an interest in finding the perfect hybrid tactical style backpack that can be compact, durable, comfortable enough to hold up to 70 pounds and be capable of organizing all of my gear from large to small items. So amongst the numerous searches of tactical backpacks that came close to fitting my needs, I found First Tactical's 1 Day Plus Tactical Backpack. And man, let me tell you, initially I was a little skeptical. And the reason for that is because 1, it's a bit pricey. 2, I've never heard of First Tactical. And then 3, I personally do not like buying from third-party sellers on Amazon. However, I gave him a chance, and man, these guys delivered. Like 2-day shipping delivered, even though it says like 3 weeks or something like that. Anyway, I got my gear promptly and I'm very pleased. With all that being said, let's go ahead and dive in and see what this backpack has to offer. This backpack is First Tactical's mid-size pack and is 38 liters. It offers a main compartment which is capable of opening to a full 180. The entire pack is made of dual-layered 500D water-resistant nylon and has laser-cut PALS webbing, also known as the Lynx laser-cut platform, which is considered to offer twice the mounting capabilities and is 20% lighter and stronger than the traditional style webbing. This pack includes an adjustable and removable sternum strap and 2 durable, adjustable, and removable compression straps. All of its zippers are made by YKK. In the front side of the pack, there's a unique and hidden pocket for your concealed carry. In the rear side of the pack, there's a compartment known as the hook and hang through, which allows you to carry a rifle sleeve, hydration bladder system, and potentially a laptop. While here, the backside has a removable hard plastic with an aluminum piping system which can be used as a shovel, arm, neck, or leg splint. Finally, this pack offers you the option to insert your own waist belt or First Tactical's padded waist belt system. The color options available are black, coyote, and OD green. Clearly this backpack has a lot to offer, and for the price, I certainly hope so. I should point out that this backpack is nearly 4 years old. That's incredible, considering how the market in the current competition of backpacks out there, this backpack is still holding its own. So now, let's get into greater detail of this pack and its potential pros and cons. All right, so the first thing we're gonna talk about is obviously this Lynx platform. It's a really nice layout. I personally prefer this style over the traditional one. It doesn't scream that tactical look, and it gives you that freedom to customize it how you see fit. The loops are very strong and it doesn't lose shape. Here, I'll show you. All right. Doesn't lose shape. That's how it looked when I got it, so disregard that. But overall, when you pull this thing, you got nothing to worry about because you got to think about it. It's not just from the strap itself. We're not trying to pull from this entire design as one. So this makes it very effective in terms of being strong. And it's fairly thin. So I really like this platform that they use. Additionally, it does mention that it is water resistant. Here, we'll just do a quick demo. See what I'm talking about? All right, clearly it does an effective job. I played with it on my own beforehand and I had no issues. As you can see here, it does really good at holding the water out and not allowing it to get in. All right, now intentionally I'm using a towel to wipe off this water because I felt that it would be a great opportunity to talk about it since we are on the fabric. The problem with this fabric for me personally, I don't like how it's like a magnet for dust or lint. Everything that you use, right, it sticks, and I don't know if you could see that, but a lot of this little fuzzy hairs that come off from the towel or from the floor or the ground, or potentially if you're on the field, you'll notice that it'll be all over this surface. Now let's move on to talk about the L-shaped pockets. Now at first I didn't like this idea, but over time I've grown to like it, mostly because I've already have the main panel to use, which they do provide here with their zippers. Is pretty nice. But again, going back to these front L-shaped pockets, I think they are ideal for upright items. I'll show you they have here this obviously main compartment. That's one. They have two, and they have three. So overall in this L-shaped pocket in itself is 3 pockets. One big item that can potentially also hold your water bottle. And then it has, again, as I mentioned, these 2 pockets. Both sides are the exact same thing. I would say they're about maybe up to here in terms of depth. Moving on to the organizer panel pocket. Absolutely love how they have this entire pocket set up. Let's start off with this right here. This is pretty cool that they allow a surface for you to put your name tape or your name on should you lose this pack. Someone who finds it knows that it's my name, and I can put my number and I can have it returned no problem. I hope, right? Here we have 2 regular size pen holders and then 2 thicker item slots. Here can be your business cards, a small cartridge item, or your ear pro. Here they also provide 2 additional pockets which are up to here in depth. Additionally, they have another pocket right here which goes up to right there of my hand, just to give you a visual measurement. And then lastly, they have this pocket that's a zipper, which is also probably like up to my wrist in terms of depth. All right, so let me just go ahead and share with you real quick what they do offer here. And this is really cool. I believe this is like a little keychain lanyard. Really nice and effective tool. They also offer you another one. Perhaps maybe you want one that's easily portable that you could just take with you and put it back should you ever need it. All right, next up is this concealed carry pocket. By far a huge selling point on backpacks, especially tactical backpacks, or for those who are in the tactical field. I think this is extremely beneficial to have should you need to carry a concealed weapon. Here you have it with Velcro. You can attach your piece there, and it's fairly deep. It goes up to right here. All right, so we got here, which I will note that is a potential con, is that it's not padded. All right, very similar to another pack I reviewed. It's not padded, unfortunately, should you want to use this for a tablet or anything other that's sensitive of a surface item. No padding. Additionally, it's not fully Velcroed all the way to the bottom. So the Velcro piece is only maybe up to where my finger right here is, up to here. So that's the amount of Velcro that you'll have inside this compartment. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the compression straps. This is totally a pro, in my opinion here, that they have the ability to be adjusted and removed. I also have an extra pair or set that I could put in the description box below in a link in case you wanna buy extra ones. I think these compression straps are universal on other packs that have PALS webbings or things like this for laser cut style. They're all compatible. The only challenge, if not a con, that I have for these compression straps is that they're not exactly easy to remove and put on. I mean, it just takes practice. It's not a big deal. I'm just saying it, again, like if you're on a time crunch and you're trying to move a little bit with speed, it could be a little challenging. So I think practicing, if you are that type of person who's moving with speed and having to get things done with a purpose, I would definitely suggest that you practice this to be familiar with it. Next up, YKK zipper system. Mostly no issues. However, some spots like right here are stiff or hard to open, and sometimes not as smooth as YKK is known for. I believe it's possibly due to the extra fabric that's used behind the zip line. It seems to interfere with the flow in zippering, opening, and closing. And by that extra fabric, I mean the thing that's in here. I believe it's to help prevent any water from coming in. All right, so this top admin pack, here's what it looks like before I go ahead and dive in. All right, it's fairly deep and plenty of space. Very effective overall. However, the cons here is that there's no inner mesh or panel to hold separate items. I think I would have liked if they had something here to just slide in, I don't know, like your phone or something to slide in, or a business card or something promptly that just you want to separate from using this. Additionally, I would have liked to see that this pocket have a fleece line or a minor small amount of padding, nothing huge, but just a tiny bit of padding if you do have an electronic device in here that you want to protect. I understand that this is not a dedicated glasses or eye pro pocket, but again, I just would have liked to have seen that here. As we're talking about the eye pro or sunglasses pocket, here it is, okay? Now, I'm intentionally keeping this pocket filled and padded with as much as I can in it to give you more of that visual, but also to have an understanding of what this pack might look like for you if you had it filled and did try to put your glasses in here. As you can see, whatever's inside is pushing all things upward. So in a sense, can't say that this is really something I feel comfortable with in having. I know other packs have where it's just hanging, but they promote this pocket as a hammock, which is ideal and wouldn't get crushed. I'm kind of on a mixed feelings on that because I do agree and I see their point on that, but I also think I would have liked it perhaps to have an inch in depth to give me more of that slack should I need to just put things in here. But as you can see, having anything that's filled up could be a little challenging for you to reach your gear or your glasses or eye pro for your phone or anything that you want to put in here. So also note that the surface in here within this pocket is fleece lining, so that's also a pro. Moving to the main compartment. By the way, let me be clear, these are my own zipper pulls. The ones that they provide, I believe, are either this one or this one. Personally, don't find it to be very effective for my use. It just, grabbing it and the grip itself just seemed a little fine, whereas this one was just easier to open and just easy to grab, something for me that I'm familiar with and easy to recognize to grab, distinguishing that this compartment is the main compartment. So here we go. Let's go ahead and test it out in one shot. Ready? Boom. Fully opens 180. Absolutely love that feature of this pack. As you can see here, these pouches are Velcro, removable, and can be placed there. All right, obviously, however you customize it and adjust it is entirely up to you, and I think that's pretty cool that they even give you that autonomy to making that customizable feature. However, there is some cons here that I want to talk about since I am looking at it directly. The only thing I have for this particular setup is that I would have liked that this Velcro piece would have been extended. And the reason for that is because sometimes accessing opening is no problem, but closing it becomes a problem because now you need to use two hands to get involved and to close it. So had it been Velcroed and attached here where I can just use one hand, one finger type deal, see, and then closing it, I think that would have been a better option in including on this panel of this pack. Let me quickly point out that this has loopholes in it if you do rather attach items looping them through. All right, so now the bottom side, you have these two pockets here that are somewhat on the side in an angle, which as a pro, I think could be beneficial for those who want to access their pocket from the side. I think that's a very effective tool because it is zippered and it's fully covered and not mesh. Back to the main compartment here, what you can see is that this piece is Velcro friendly. I think the only thing I want to mention here as a con is that this backpack doesn't have anything around it designed specifically for a laptop. However, obviously being creative and looking around how you can manage making this to become a laptop compartment is absolutely there. While we're here, I do want to mention that they do provide you with two side pockets, totally making use of the space within this bag. I find that to be extremely awesome on these guys' part to want to give you as much organizational features. I think this is really nice. All right, so onto the side panels of the bag. As you can see, there's 4 columns here of the Lynx platform or the PALS webbing system that they utilize. I think this is really good that they, at least for this 38 liter backpack, they give you this much room because at this point you can customize it and do whatever you want. There is a hole on the side for drainage if your bag were to potentially get wet. The only con I have on this side is that there is no water bottle holder included, or at least the mesh pockets. I get that they offer us the autonomy to choose a pouch for this. However, a mesh pocket is really just for me to say like, hey, I'm not really being tactical today. I just want to, keep it casual, and I just wish that this pack had at least give you that option. All right, and then the bottom of the pack, this is possibly a huge selling point for me. All right, now what you can see here is that this pocket is really water resistant. So what I like about that, to have this pocket, is that sometimes you may want to carry your poncho or backpack rain cover. Instead of carrying it and using up the space for your gear, you have a designated area for that. And it helps maintain the pack by being flat. And I think that's an amazing feature and overall an effective inclusion of having this pocket that other backpacks out there do not even consider. So I think First Tactical did a phenomenal job in including that feature. All right, and while we're here, I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way to the top. This is the bottom side of the hook and hang through compartment. Check this out, guys. This is so cool, right? I mean, you got a pocket that could open up here, and as I said, right to the top, put your arm through. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty cool, right? Obviously, the design and intention behind this pocket was to have your rifle sleeve insert. However, I don't have that. I personally don't see myself using that anytime soon. I do want to use this pocket for laptop or hydration bladder. Additionally, some of the ruck plates that I'll talk about in a moment. The cool thing about this pocket and the zipper is that they provide you with a little small locking system to ensure that nothing accidentally pops out or opens up on its own or interferes with any of the work that you're doing. I think that's pretty neat. Now, the only con that I have here about this pocket is that it's not padded. I know what it's meant for. I understand the design that they use this pocket for. But again, if they do mention it and promote it as, hey, you guys could use a laptop and put that in here in this pocket, I think, okay, that would be great. But now I'm gonna have to use my own sleeve that has padding and protection to ensure that if I do drop it or if it does get wet and damped, I don't damage my laptop. So unfortunately, that's one con that I have here for this pocket, the hanging through or the hook and hang through compartment. I would have wished that they included at least some padding in the bottom. So now let's go ahead and talk about the top. All right, it's fairly deep, guys. You really could fit in this one, the 38 liter, you could fit a 17-inch laptop, no problem. Additionally, you got a pocket here that goes up to here for just visual depth, right? Give you that real quick. You could fit a mouse and your charger, laptop, done, and you're squared away. I quickly want to note that I have attached these little cover protectant items so it doesn't scratch my laptop or interfere with anything else that I put through here. So these are my own, by the way. These are not something that First Tactical provide, but now that, let me just show you, right? That's what they provide in here. So if you could find a way to strap a paracord or something thick to kind of have across, then that's probably how you would want to hold your hydration system or water bladder, because that is another con here. For this to be used as a hydration system or a water bladder, there is no effective way of holding it, nor a hole or some type of port for you to bring your tube through, and that's an unfortunate con for this pocket. Finally, the one thing I do want to mention here is that for a pro, this pocket can hold, no problem, 45 pounds of my ruck plate. Trust me, I've played with it, I've tried it, it holds. All right, so now we're gonna start at the top. A pro here is that these adjustable straps are there to help appropriately hold the load and fit for the user's build. Should the straps, by the way, be broken at any point in time, the cool thing about this, guys, is that you could easily strap it to your compression strap mentioned earlier and attach it here. You have an additional one, you're good to go, no problem. Here's an example. So we put one side here of the compression straps. Should you decide to buy the extra ones, put it onto the side, clip it, and boom, you got yourself another strap for backup, just in case this one breaks. Not that I think that this would ever happen, but you never know, and to know that you can mix and match type deal, it's pretty cool to know that you have options. All right, so the con here for the shoulder straps overall are a bit awkward or difficult to adjust. and can be hard sometimes to ensure that they're equal in lengths. Because the system that they use is, I don't know if you can see that, is behind this. This is where you would have to access it to work and adjust the length of the strap. And then of course you have the top side to adjust and work the strap. The sternum straps can easily be adjusted or moved and slide off no problem right there. All right, I'm sorry guys that this video seems to be a little long, but I'm trying to get as much detail out there for you because I know what it's like to look at pictures, and sometimes pictures for me don't cut it. So here we have the removable back piece. This is freaking awesome. I like how they have the metal attachment piece. Additionally, what's cool is, say you don't want that metal piece because it's too hard or firm on your back, you can simply remove it and put it back on, no problem. Take this off, pull this out, and you're good to go. However, the con here behind it is that yes, while pulling it out is quite easy, it's putting it in that's quite challenging. And finally, the dedicated waist belt slot. Absolutely appreciate that these guys making a solid backpack and including this feature. I truly believe every tactical backpack should include or consider having this type of slot system because you never know when you may need it. You just never know. I mean, you got to carry a ton of gear all of a sudden, and you're just going to rely to carry all that load off of your shoulder straps, and not knowing how long that you're going to be carrying that load for could be fatiguing on your shoulders and your back, your posture, throwing you entirely off. But by having this option here, I think it's great, and it's really creative for them to even just give you that as an option to use. So a pro here also is that they do have their own belt that's padded, very effective, that they even include a 1.5 inch webbing system loop that you could put through here if you have your own belt. The only con here is that for this price and for this pack, they do not include one for you. Overall, the First Tacticals Tactix 1 Day Plus is a high quality and effective backpack for all tactical professionals. Personally, this pack may appear large on its own, but with added compression straps, it can create a more compact look. I should note that they do have a half day plus backpack, which is 27 liters and looks perfect, or more so of the ideal hybrid tactical backpack that I'm looking for. I'm curious towards it. However, I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale because these backpacks are not cheap. The Tactix 1 Day Plus backpack not only looks appealing, but it has met and exceeded my 2 goals, which is 1, being capable of holding up to 70 pounds of weight capacity with a belt, and 2, offering numerous pockets and organizational features. Additionally, this company does a phenomenal job catering to their customers, so shop with confidence that you'll get the quality goods and service. I also believe they have a limited time warranty, so should you have any defects appear with this pack, you will have no issues with a replacement. I would really like to see the updated or upgraded version of this pack that includes the mentioned pros and potentially including a better laptop compartment, hydration bladder system, shoulder strap system, and even the fabric all around. But as of right now, this backpack is the reigning champion and will be the newest backpack I add to my collection. That concludes this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I really hope it has helped you with your pursuits in finding the best tactical backpack. If you like this video, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're new here or haven't done so already, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. But till then, when our moment of great change presents itself, remember to breathe, focus, and be one with the iron.